And welcome back to Retrospect My Fantasy, where we are currently taking a look at the Final Fantasy franchise, and we're working on installment number 12. Now, before we really move on, we got a couple of things we need to talk about, and that is, number one, we are only 6 followers away from reaching our goal, at which point we will have 50 followers, and we'll have ourselves a bonus stream and giveaway, where I will be playing Telltale's The Walking Dead: A New Frontier, giving away a copy of Telltale's The Walking Dead: A New Frontier, and a copy of Psychonauts, and that's not all, but these 3 $20 Steam gift cards. So, if you happen to know anybody that might be interested in what we're doing here, please bring them along. Oh, damn, you can barely see it. Oh well, I'm sorry. Trust me, they're there. They're real. Bring them along. We'll do our best to keep them here and keep moving on. Now, announcement numero dos is that we are partnered with Humble. If you go to the Humble store, pick up a Humble bundle, or sign up for Humble Monthly, you not only get yourself some awesome games, you also support charity, some really awesome ones, and you help support the channel. You help us grow. What your proceeds go to for the channel is getting better lighting, better cameras, maybe an actual audio mixer as opposed to just an audio interface. It just helps us grow, helps us make a better production. Aside from that, it also helps us keep up with our ever-growing list of demanded franchises. Now, last and final announcement before we move on is that this is the first game that we are playing that is less than a decade old, which means please, no spoilers on Final Fantasy 12 as we're going through it. Seeing as how this is potentially might be a lot of people's first time through, I don't want them to be ruined by it. Now, let's get going. Let's get this tutorial completed and move on to the main game. Alright, so last time we witnessed some serious shit go down. There was a war, and now there's going to be a treaty being signed between these warring nations, and we're here to save the king. This is our commander, Bosch. We are Rex, a fairly low-level soldier, and these are some of our fellow soldiers with us. Now let's get moving.
Intruders! Don't let them escape!
Sir,
Why not?
we have little time. You must go to the king.
Yes,
I'll
Bosch.
handle these.
Will you, Rex?
Quite well.
How's it going, Twan Twan? Honestly, I was a little surprised that we were able to complete 10 the way we did. I was half expecting that we would need to do more grinding, but we were able to get through it with relative ease. Alright. One last soldier. Oh, that's right. We don't have any gambits yet. All right. Anything in here? No? Okay. Open the passage door by touching it lightly. Gotta make sure there's no treasure chests hiding around anywhere. Well, this hall looks like there could be some... No? Nothing? Not even a trap? Come on, man. Uh-oh. What is Rex witnessing? Ooh, there's... Oh, that's a lot of bodies. That's... Ooh, boy. Well... And there's our king. Looks like he had a sword thrust through him. That's not good. Ooh, Bosh.
Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Damaska to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Ooh.
Captain, Seize the insurgent.
Along.
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
I didn't see that coming.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear captain. You have lost.
Well,
Damaska is the property of the Empire now.
we certainly lost.
And think
As Rex.
we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty out of respect. But now
Sorry
you've
about that.
gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain
Yeah. He's not lying about that. Spoilers, people don't like traitors. Especially when traitors assassinate their leader. Or seeming traitors assassinate the king. People don't like that. Alright, so I know we kind of touched on this, but remember when we touched on... Oh,
Pretenses of
hold on.
peace left by the wayside. The Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided.
Makes sense.
To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer, too, for the noble Princess Ash, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life.
Well, shit.
Know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death.
That's a good way of putting it.
They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin.
Interesting, interesting.
Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
Well, with the king and the princess dead, yeah, with no real rulers, I would imagine that they would. Anyway, you may recall that we talked, or at least touched briefly, on the idea of an audience surrogate, which is a storytelling method to provide exposition that characters should have by having a character who is in some way ignorant of the world around him.
Vaughn, hurry it up or they'll find us.
I know. Just a little more. You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites. 1, 2, 3 more. All right. Time to clean house.
Yeah, killing rats. Originally, This game was not supposed to have Vaughn. Bosch and a few other characters were supposed to be our primary protagonists. But with the idea of the audience surrogate becoming a popular storytelling method in video games, they decided to create characters for us. And they gave us
Vaughn, you
a
got
male
one
and a female.
yourself?
That way
Guess I know
people
who
could
to
be
call
more
when something
relatable.
Big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now.
Really? Because I know some of the things that are out in that desert. And,
That's enough for today.
you are not ready,
We should
Vaughn.
get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops, totally forgot. You should come, Vaughn. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
Yeah, probably. Miguel seems kind of like a jerk, to be perfectly honest. The Royal City of Rabanastre. Although, one thing that I will say is that I think it's because this is the third game set in the world of Invilis, that that's a very good thing, because like the aesthetic choices for everything, clothing, armor, architecture styles, spot on together. They all feel like they belong together.
Peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Which way you're going, churl? It's gone.
Of course your purse is gone.
Get out the way.
Are you gonna tell giant lizard men to get out of your way? I'm not. They're like twice your size, man.
What? Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Pinello. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
Aww. He's not a Robin
This is for
Hood.
that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this?
Ah, yes. The street urchin who wants more.
One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own. I'll be a sky pirate, free to go where I will.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon.
That's how you get on cruise,
Miguel
man.
had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It
All right.
might be a good idea to lend a hand.
Well, yes, because unlike other Final Fantasy games, where you get all all or the majority of your money by killing monsters. This, you only get a tiny bit by killing monsters. Mostly you get money by completing tasks for people. So it's an important thing to note. Video game development cycles. Most companies have multiple teams that are working on the same franchise. So, for instance, in Final Fantasy, the team that worked on 9 worked on 11. That team also happened to work on 12. Whereas the team that worked on 8 worked on 10 and worked on 13. That's how video games are completed so quickly, is they have teams cycle through onto the next upcoming project that is still on the drawing boards. So, you may have noticed that this has a lot of things in common with, say, an MMO. World map has been added to the party menu. Yay! Alright. So we need to go down here and to the end. That's where we get things like... Wait, do we need to go to the end? Because that looks like a gate. Ah. Go to this item shop.
Ah, Vaughn, I was waiting.
Penelo said you needed something?
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble out in the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet.
Hey, it's DiMaggio again. Wow, that's some bad lip syncing.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teem's with trouble. I'd be sending you to early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sand Sea.
Okay.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that. Wouldn't you know he's gone missing on me, too? I can't leave my shop and I've Penelo on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sand Sea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
I mean...
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
Alright, off to the Sand Sea. To go fetch the fetch quest. Alright, the far end. So yeah, now we're going to fetch the person that was sent on the fetch quest. The Sand Sea. A large portion of this very early section is stuff similar to this.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it! This is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
A creature spotted in the Ester Sand. What is that thing?
Oh boy.
Ah, Vaughn. Miguelo sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
Welcoming? We should be... whatever. Say, Tomage, what's this?
It's...
don't remind me.
It's the Board of Bounties.
Nastiness out there in the Ester Sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
Yeah.
Now that's work. Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Miguelo.
It's also a lot more
Vaughn, you
dangerous.
should give it a shot.
And you should be getting back to Miguelo. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Street urchins. That's okay, though. So, here's how it works. People post bills here on the notice board when they have a monster they need taken care of. Headhunters track people right. Well, hunters track monsters. The monsters you're hunting is called a mark. Here's the bill I posted for the rogue tomato. The mark I've petitioned to have hunted. Do you want to hear all the details? Yeah, sure. Let's start with accepting hunts. You can't just take a look at the board and then go running off to hunt the mark. You'll miss out on the bounty. You gotta talk to the person who posted the bill, the petitioner first. Let him know you're going out on the hunt. So, take this rogue tomato bill, for example. I posted it, so I'm the petitioner. You have to come talk to me. Let's call this step done, alright? Once an agreement is placed, the petitioner will tell you how to find the mark. Then you hunt it, report back, and claim the bounty. Oh, I'll give you something to help keep track of your hunts. A clan primer. Use it to refresh your memory about hunts you've accepted. Nice. We have ourselves a notebook. Go ahead and take this. While you're at it, just a little something to commemorate your first hunt. Looks like you can't even equip that yet. Know why? You don't have the license for it. Think of licenses as mileposts, making your progress as combat skills improve. Swords, bows, black magic, white magic. None of it does a lick of good until you have a license to use it. Same goes for the amulet. Or armlet. Toma, how can I equip this... Toma, how can I equip this great treasure you've bestowed upon me, you ask? Easy. Learn by doing. Just give it a try. Licenses have been added to our party menu. Okay. I'd say you're ready to hunt that mark for me. Oh. You'll be needing this to leave the city. Just show it to the watch at the gate. Nice. Writ of Transit. The east gate's the one you'll want to head out. Once you've taken care of the mark for me, let me know. Your work won't go unrewarded. Alright. So now we can hunt the rogue tomato. Try equipping the armlet. Use the license command in the party menu to obtain accessory 1 license. Then use the command to equip it. Repeat this tutorial message. F no. Vaughn, you must choose a license board in order to obtain the license. There are 12 boards, each allowing you to develop your character with unique abilities. Once you choose a board, it cannot be changed. Alright, so this is primarily the difference from the original to Zodiac Edition. So we want guns, charm, knight, monk, unarmed polearms, who use mighty weapons to tear their foes asunder, axes, hammers, archer, black mage, swordmaster, devoted to themselves, body and soul of their lord. So, samurai. Alright. So we are going to go for Shikari, which is kind of... Alright, so now we have access to the Shikari board. So we have Daggers 1, Essentials, Light Armor, and we need to get Accessories 1. And now that we have that, we can go ahead and equip. But we'll just go ahead and hit Optimize and... Oh, that's right. Optimize does everything but accessories. How could I forget? Slightly raises max HP. Nice. Get our world map open. And then our clan primer. Let's get rid of those exclamation points. The red tomato, or rogue tomato. Our bestiary. So far we've only got dire rats. And that, these traveler tips, is everything you might possibly need to know tutorial-wise beyond what they've already given us for basics. Actually, no, it's not entirely true. I want to say there's still a few other things. It's just mostly true. Alright, so we need to go out the east exit. So if we go down from where we are to the central courtyard and then head east. How much money do we have? 150? That's not enough. We need a lot more gil than that. That's fine. I mean, we'll earn it eventually. Alright, so first off, we're going to go here and see if we can get a reward from Miguello for finding the shop clerk. Is Miguello not in here? There he is. Oh, Kite is back. He's been on tenterhooks ever since he walked in the door. Well, so long as he's not up to any mischief. Thanks. Not even gonna pay me. Dick. That's fine. Just by going there, we've already probably made more money than he was gonna pay us anyway. Just getting that accessory. Even though it's not a particularly amazing accessory, just by getting it. Alright, so here we are, and we need to go just pretty much immediately make a U-turn.
You there, let's see some papers, boy. No public passage on account of the Lord Consul's parade.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. You see, it just so happens that your provisioner for the fete tonight, he sent me to pick up a few choice morsels for the, Consul's dining pleasure. He wants them quick. I got the writ of transit right here. You see? Signed, Miguello. I just hate to see the Consul upset because his food wasn't ready on time.
That'd really suck,
And
wouldn't
I
it?
sure hate to see him take it out on you.
The Lord Consul is a great man. I'm not one to take offense in such trifling matters.
Well, you gonna open the door? I have the right papers.
Move along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the Consul waiting. Right. Gates are closed after this.
Alright. So, we pretty much get to hang out outside as much as we want now, if we really want to. I mean, there's a save point. I don't think there's any merchants out here, but we'll be fine, right? I should totally save, shouldn't I? That'd be really dumb of me not to save. I mean, we haven't really done much, but if I didn't save, even though we're only 30 minutes in, you know something would happen. My companion and I arrived together, but they singled out my goods for inspection. I've been held up here all day. You came from the city, yes? Did Bagana Merchant happen to give you an item to deliver? No, he didn't. We have not talked to Bagana Merchant. Also, the cities in this are far more logical for large cities than most other Final Fantasy games. Yeah, you know, casual T-Rex, right? Ow. Yeah. Alright, let's get this guy. Come on. Yeah. We got a Virgo gem. Sounds awesome. I know how that goes. I'm not some Final Fantasy noob here. I've done that. I know how that fight ends. Very poorly for a long, long time. But once we do get the ability to fight the T-Rex effectively, it's not really that difficult of a fight. Once you get to the point where he doesn't walk near you, where you have to literally run away from him. Alright, wolves. As long as we take them one at a time. Oh, don't worry. There will probably be a failure to fight the T-Rex moment. Even when because here's what's gonna happen. I'll think I'm good enough. But I won't be. Well, there's our mark, the rogue tomato. Ah, shit. 2 dogs. Okay. Come on. Alright, so... How... I have to use it this way. Yeah. Fighting them wolves. Actually, nope. Yeah, let's steal from this wolf. Ooh, we got a wind gem. Oh boy. No, 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 don't come too close. I don't want to fight you as well. Okay. It's a chain of 6 wolves. The more enemies you chain together of the same type, I want to say it's an experience bonus. But right now, we don't really care about that. We just want to get as much as we can as early as possible, because soon enough we'll be getting into some shit. Getting real close. Oh, we got a wolf pelt. That's good. Gotta keep that T-Rex in our vision. Gotta make sure it doesn't sneak up on us, because a surprise T-Rex is the last thing we want. Well, it's the last thing I want. Yeah. Get these wolves. Alright. So, how many license points do we have? 14, eh? Not yet enough for anything, really. But that's going to be the next one we're going to get with our next kill, actually. We'll be able to get that. I wanted to be a wolf, though. Let's keep trying to chain this together. Come here, wolf. Come to me. I really don't want to get closer to that T-Rex than I have to. Not yet. Got another wolf pelt. Awesome. It's down this way. Is there anything? Anything neat? Yeah. A file of eye drops. Nice. Hey there, Mr. Rex. How are you doing? How are the kids? Or maybe Mrs. Rex? Miss Rex? I don't know. I don't know how to identify the sex of a dinosaur based just on sight. I'm sure there's a way. I'm sure there are people out there that could do it. But those people aren't me. And actually, for the moment, the T-Rex is... I don't want to use the word docile, because it's not docile, but it is not... It's just like these guys right here. Like, as long as we don't attack them, we're fine. They're neutral. That's probably the best word for it. They're neutral. Oh, that's good. I like that. Oh, level 3 now. Alright, so now that we're back up to full, let's try stealing from the rogue tomato. Oh, we got a firestone. Come on. I can't wait till we have gambits. They make this game so much easier. Well, shit. It ran away. Also, fortunately, we don't have to worry about things like accidentally hitting, like if we were next to the T-Rex, we don't have to worry about accidentally hitting the T-Rex while we're fighting anything else, because all of our attacks are direct targeted. So it's not like a Dark Souls in that manner, where we have to kind of be careful how you use aggro and how your attacks manifest. All right, we've got our first. We got our first mark.
Never thought I'd see him growing out here. Ugh. This'll make a nice souvenir. Time to call it a day.
Is it? Is it really time to call it a day? A handful? I do not consider 2 flowers to be a handful, but You know, he lives in a desert, so his requirements for a handful are going to be a little different. Whoa! That was quite the attack set there. Now, let's fight a few more wolves. Come on. Oh, come on. Where's that triple attack, Vaughn? Hey, hey, we've had our max chain of 9. It's best. Like, we're getting to like, a point where it matters that we keep our chain going. Hi, Mr. Rex. Yep, I'm just gonna leave you alone. You leave me alone. It'll all be good. It'll be for the best. Ooh, we got a replacement potion for one of the ones that we used. That's good. Oh, that's right. You need to get us some more licenses. Should probably get weapon 2. That way we can also upgrade, you know, all of our gear, but that's 8 more fights, man. That's a lot. You know? Broke our chain. Monsters are infinitely spawning, by the way. The bigger the monster, the longer it takes for them to respawn, but as long as you're in an area running around, the monsters will continue to respawn. Especially when the area where they are at is out of sight. That seems, at least from what I recall, to increase their respawn rate. Let's steal from a cactar, or a cactus. It's got the same thing we can get from him for killing him. Damn it. Ooh, we got a cactus fruit. Alright, we might need to use... Alright, Cockatrice, let's see what you got. Ooh, you do 10 damage a hit. That's not good. Oh, and there's 2 of you now. There we go. It's fine, we'll get whatever is over there. And this will open up another item in our, or another thing in our bestiary. We'll get more vendor. Is there vendor trash in this, or is it all just the mats? I don't recall. I want to say it's all materials, but now I'm second guessing myself on that. So there's a couple more cactuses. Trying to see if there's anything down there, but can't really see. We need one more LP. Yeah. This kind of system that they seem to be using this, which is kind of a job system, but with the same sort of license board that they had before, just separated out into the different jobs, is kind of interesting. I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it plays out. So far, I don't see anything that is, like, really blowing my mind. The biggest thing, actually, was something that I was reading. And this is a spoiler, kind of, in that the most powerful weapon in the game, originally there was only 2 of. And one of which was kind of just a pain in the butt to get to, but you could do it. And the other one, you had to specifically not open certain chests throughout the world in order to gain it. And if you opened any one of them, you lost the second one forever. But that, from what I read, has changed. They won't let me through. Nothing to do now, but wait till the ceremony's over. From what I was reading, there might be infinite of them from a very particular chest, which has a very small chance of spawning and respawning in a particular dungeon. Ah, Vaughn, I guess I'm not the only one who got locked out of the city. I told Penello about the mark you were going after, but I guess I got her worrying, so the 2 of us headed out here to find you. As soon as I stepped out, the guards closed the gate. Things got crazy. I haven't been able to find her since. What now?
This gate's closed until the ceremony's over, do you hear?
Now what?
Now you deal with it. This is a shit situation.
Open the gate! Alright, out the way.
Wait a second. How come you let these chocobos through the gate and not us?
What of it? This here's a pedigreed parader, boy. Cost tens of thousands of gil, this one did. A prettier price than 100 of you provincials would fetch.
He's not
Keep
wrong
your
about
distance.
that.
We don't want the chocobos sticking a peasant.
What'd you say?
Step aside. Right then, move them in.
Oh,
Oh.
that does it.
Ho ho! A fine, fine chocobo you have there. Yes, cedar down stock if I'm not mistaken. Change the soil, change the chocobo, am I right? Yes, yes, different soil means different bouquet, too. Take a Dalmascan Moreau's wine, eh? It may lack the flavor and depth of some of your Arcadian wines, but it has a certain strength of character. It's not bad, really, once you get used to it. Care for some, sirs? There's more than enough for all to cool their throats, of course.
You let these carts through and close this gate is ordered.
Ah,
The
yes.
mail's choked with this sand.
Bribes. Bribes always work on shithead guards.
Like that. Ha, you're lucky that ended where it did.
Right. Now's our chance to go through.
Ah, the ceremony will be starting soon. I'd best be hurrying.
Okay, well,
Well, we got the rogue tomato, so that's all that matters, really. And we got a couple of level ups. We bought a couple of licenses. And none of the guards are stopping you, huh? From running alongside the parade. That's the kind of thing a terrorist would do before they throw a bomb at the parade. Or try and assassinate a world leader.
We will have order.
Dude, your helmet looks dumb as hell.
New consul is Imperial Highness Lord Vane Solidor, Commandant of the Arcadian Empire's Western Arm. Your Excellency.
Do you think he suffers from the sin of vanity? I think so. I mean, it's in his name. How could he not?
People of Rabanastre, is it with hatred you look upon your consul? With hatred you look upon the Empire?
Yeah, pretty much.
There was little point in asking. But know this, I harbor no idle hopes of frustrating that hatred. Nor shall I ask your fealty.
That's good, because you're probably not going to get it.
Of your fallen king, and rightly so. King Ramanas loved his people, strove to bring you peace. His was a rule worthy of your devotion. Even now, he remains among you, protecting you. His ardor for the peace and weal of Dalmasca falters not. I would ask only that you do your king honor. Together let us embrace the peace His Majesty would surely desire. 2 years now divide us from war's bitter end, yet still its shadow looms over all, stifling the infant peace, a pall only you may cast off. Achieve but this one thing, and your hatred of me and of the Empire will grieve me not. I will stand fast. I will endure your hatred, suffer your slings and arrows.
Oh, really?
Defend Dalmasca. Here I will pay my debt. I swear it now.
Oh, Vane.
King Ramanas and Lady Ash be gone. They stand ever at the side of their people. In honoring peace, you do honor to their memory and to Dalmasca.
He's
I ask
a very good speaker, but
now rest with you.
You're speaking as a occupying force. He's definitely got a bit of a silver tongue there, but to anyone that was listening, he said that don't honor me, honor the memory of your king and queen, or king and princess, and
take this cathedral, for
F you.
Elegant, yet whimsical in its execution. A stunning example of Galtean architecture. I hope Lord Gramus might one day look upon it himself.
The patron of this evening's banquet, may it please your excellency.
I am Miguel, your highness. It is truly a profound honor to make the acquaintance of our future emperor, highness. The people of Rabanastre join me in welcoming you.
That's enough of highness. Though indeed I am our emperor's son, I am no prince. Arcadia's emperor is freely chosen by her people.
Is that
I
so?
am but an elected official and nothing more.
I meant no disrespect.
Now that I think on it, I would not have you address me as Lord Consul, for that matter.
No?
Henceforth, I am a citizen of Rabanastre. Why don't you call me Vane?
Indeed I shall.
That would not be right.
You are overly fond of formalities. I've just the remedy for that. Tonight you will join me, and we shall drink until you call me by name.
That could take a lot.
How can he stand about him like that?
What's he?
Vaughn, you just do not get it, do you? He's not doing it because he wants to. You know what would happen if he didn't.
I know, it's just...
So, what would you do different?
Stab him.
I don't know. Well... I'd do something.
I'd stab him and then get immediately
Vaughn.
have my shit kicked in.
Vaughn, you haven't heard a single word I've said, have you?
Because he's way more badass than we are.
This place has changed so much.
In fact, I probably
It's like it's
wouldn't
not
even
Ravenastra
stab him.
anymore.
I would
Like
attempt
the
to draw
Empire
my
was
knife and then my
swallowing whole.
neck would be broken in half. And my body would be turned into a basketball.
Hey, Penelo, that fate tonight. You think they'll let us in?
Are you crazy? It's in the palace, and we don't have an invitation if you hadn't noticed.
So, how are we getting in?
As if
Oh.
I know. Why not ask Miguelo to get you in? Or go see old Dallin in Lowtown? Why the sudden interest, Vaughn?
I told you. I'm going to take back what's ours.
Okay.
Give back
What does
to
that mean?
Dalmasca. Come on. What do you think? If I find something, and it fetches a good price, how about I buy you all dinner?
Oh,
Interesting
please.
proposal.
You know as well as I do the first thing you'd buy is an airship.
I mean,
All hail Vaughn, sky part of Dalmasca.
can you blame
It's got
him?
a nice ring to it. Stay out of trouble.
Well, that was a poor transition.
An airship. I don't know. Maybe. But not through Miguelo. Time to pay old Dallin a visit.
Alright, so now I need to go into Lowtown. Oh, okay. Why did it focus in on them? We are now free to enter Lowtown and leave Rabanastre. Neat. Where's Lowtown? We take those stairs. I don't remember what that... yeah, that is... Ah. Perfect. Do you have... Oh, did I accidentally turn on fast? Yes, I did. How... How did I do that? Okay, so I can do that with left shoulder. Sorry, still getting the shop in order. It'll be a while yet, so why don't you come back later? Damn it. That'll be very good to know for when I do my grinding this weekend. Can kill all the rats that I want. You know, I should go and turn in my bounty. That seems like a good idea. Get paid for that work that I did? A mutant wolf. Seek brave souls for slaying a fearsome beastie. My future rests on your swift response. My name is Ghastly. Seek me at the Sandsea Tavern. Rabanastin, Tavern Master, Tomage. Hey, Ghastly. You saw my bill? My bill to hunt Thextera? If you're looking for Ghastly, you found him. I own a shop over in the bazaar, but times have been tough, so I put in an order for some new goods, hoping to stir up some business. Put up everything I own as collateral against the shipment. Trouble is, this beasties in the Western Saints has been attacking the caravans. As it happens, my goods are supposed to be arriving by the way, the Western Saints too. If this Thextera were to attack, what of my goods? Yes, we will accept the killing of the Thextera. The caravan driver said they were set upon along the cliff wall to your left as you leave the city via the west gate. I'm depending on you. Alright, so now we have our second bounty that we can potentially collect. First we need to speak to Tomage. Ah, Vaughn defeated the rogue tomato, did you? I was worried you might not be ready just yet, but you did a fine job of it. Here, your bounty for completing the hunt. So, good amount of money. You followed through on the hunt like a real professional. I'm going to let you in on a little something to help you along. Did you ever notice a Bagana standing watch in front of a building on the north end? It might be worth your time to pay him a visit. Show him the clan primer I gave you. He'll let you inside, and as for what's there, you'll just have to see for yourself. Alright. So we have our person of interest is over there. Shit, I forgot what he said about where the guy is. Well, let us... Such a grand city. Hey, why? Even the locals must need a map to find their way around. Go ahead. Look at the map. There's no shame in it. Thanks? The most important thing in a fight, a level head on your shoulders. Beasts great and small roam abroad. Be sure to know which you face before charging into the fight. That is actually some very good advice. Know what you're about to fight. So what we're looking for is a Bagana that is hanging out in front of a building. Maybe it's this one? Yep. Ah, you've got your primer. So you have, Well, what are you standing about for? In with ya. Can't recall your face. Are you new? Might want to pay special heed to what the folks inside have to say. Yeah, let's go in. Let's learn about whatever this is. What have we gotten ourselves into? Apparently a couple of guys fist fighting. Clan member. Clan member. There's a couple of people here that have actual names. Mont Blanc, huh? Kupopo. You're a new face. Are you a hunter? Welcome to our clan hall. I'm Mont Blanc, founder of Clan Centurio. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Kupo. Our clan has a very strict entrance examination. We should begin at yours at once. And you pass! Muggles are quick to make up their minds, Kupo. Yeah! Here in the clan hall, you'll hear about especially dangerous marks. You won't find posted on any boards. The moment they rear their ugly heads. Well, I'll get on filling the necessary clan membership certificates. I'll be finished in no time flat, Kupo. Kupo, I nearly forgot. Now that you're a member, you can make purchases from our clan shop in the Muthru Bazaar. Be sure to stop by, Kupo. Happy hunting! I am Hunter. To know my boundaries, did I join the... To know my boundaries, did I join the clan? It is a wellspring of information about powerful marks. A new clan member? I'm McKenra. A pleasure to meet you. Unlike the other members, I cannot participate in hunts. My specialty lies in the collection of information. If you have any questions about one of your marks, ask, and I'll tell you what I know. Alright, let's go meet the other people that have actual names. Like Bansat. New member, are you? My name's Bansat. I am a hunter here in Clan Centurio. Pleased to meet you. What are you looking at? This ain't no place for children. He's an exception. His parents were both hunters. And they were friends of mine to boot. That is, until they set out to hunt one of our most notorious marks. But I'll avenge them. Be sure of it. I've been keeping an ear to the ground, listening for any sign of the mark ever since. That's what this place is all about. A deadly serious business, this. Not to be taken lightly, you hear? Alright. So, we are now members of a hunting clan. Alright. Now let's go back and head to Old Town. Wait, is there an Old Town entrance near here? Or Low Town? Nope. Nearest one's over this way. So now that we're a great hunter, I mean, you know, it's not like anything bad could possibly happen. We're a great hunter now. We're the cream of the crop. Those stairs go up. How is that to Low Town? Fidget, Philo, Layabout, Deadbeat. A private residence, but the door is shut tightly. A Repanastin. Alright, so we just need to head straight south from this on this side. Wandering Woman. It's a great character name. Hey, hey. Another potion. It's good to have. Actually, for some of the things that if I remember correctly what we're about to do, it's very good to have. Sometimes I play down the alley in front of Old Dullins, but I ain't supposed to go up to Southgate. Nope. Alright. I don't know why you bothered to tell me that, but whatevs. Patient boy. Jolly Squee. Old Alan wasn't telling me how this place was once a great storehouse. That explains the passage up to Southgate. Back when they were moving freight in caravans from Giza Plains through Southgate, They must have needed doors this large to pass through. Pity this is the only one that still works. That is a mighty large door. Are all the stairways that are behind doors just going up?
Ah, if it isn't Von Ratsbane. Come for a tip on how to secure something bigger and in armor by the East Gate?
What? You already heard about that?
Wise I may not be, but well informed I am.
They'll get what's coming to them someday, believe me. But that's not why I'm here.
He's got a rabbit and a hookah.
Do tell.
He's clearly a crazy old
I wanna know
man.
how to sneak into the palace. They've got to have some great stuff in there. Thought I'd partake.
Not one to mince words, are you, boy? The Empire protects all that's hers, and that means the palace and all the treasures inside.
That's why I'm gonna do it. To take back what's ours.
Okay. And totally not at all for a profit for yourself, no.
So our champion of the sewers aspires to noble action. Admirable. Perhaps I can help you. Now that I think on it, there was a rumor, yes.
Do tell.
A passageway into the palace walls, a door, and a magic stone that opens the way.
Interesting.
This is exactly why I came to talk to you first, Alan. So, where's this, magic stone?
Oh, I've had it for years, if I can remember where I've tucked it away.
I've heard all I need. So, this crescent stone, can I have it? Then I can find the passage, then I can find that secret passage to the palace, right? Not much of a listener, are you? The crescent stone has lost its magics. Without the power of the sunstone, it'll be of little use. Right, so where can I get these sunstones? You seek Giza Plains. Speak with the nomads there, and you'll find your sunstones. Leave by South Gate and continue south. Their village is not far. There are like to be beasts by on the plains, so be careful, my boy. You don't have to worry about me. I'll be back before you know it. Alright, so where is our next way? Let's see, Giza Plains. Hang it right here, and I'm practically at South Gate. This will be easy. Yeah, 47 gil. That is very convenient, I must say. Ah, yes. There are some of these that you can actually teleport around in, so that's kind of neat. No, we don't need a chocobo. If only we had a partner. Someone that could watch our back and help us kill things. Ah, yes, the Giza Plains. This is one of the few areas that I actually remember pretty well. No, we don't want to fight Giza rabbits yet. We want to fight hyenas. Yeah, come on. Come on, Vaughn, you got this. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Fighting two enemies is when you only really want to fight one is not good. So the reason we're doing all this grinding is because early on, well, you're weak. And we want to be not, I mean, we do want to be powerful, but mainly what we want to do is not have to worry so much about what we're doing while we're alone with just Vaughn as our party. Okay, have any of the wolves respawned yet? Or rather, the hyenas? If not, that's fine. We'll just... Yeah, okay, yeah, it doesn't look like it. Looks like we'll just move on into the village. Fine, I guess. Well, hello. The wary traveler never passes a chance to restock on his supplies. Can't use a kotetsu. Nope, 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 nope. We have a dagger. Alright, so now we have clothes. A bangle, some items, an ability, and some spells. Okay. The children still work, even in this heat. I guess I should try to follow their example. I mean... Oh, the Cartographer's Guild. I'm just a traveling Moogle trying to scrape by. I should be here while the dry holds, Kupo, but the monsters during the rains are too scary. Truth, my friend. Nutsy, you are very truthful and lovely, Kupo. The dry should last a while longer, but take care during the rains, Kupo. Those big lightning balls don't mess around. Would you like to buy a map? Sure. A fine purchase, Kupo. You won't regret it. Moogle's honor. So yeah, you can either buy maps, or you can wander around like a jackass until you've actually discovered everything. Both can be quite enjoyable. You have a troubled look, child. What's the matter? Oh, come from Rabanastre seeking a sunstone, have you? You might have guessed by the name that the sunstone contains the power of the sun. You'll often find them used as a source of heat or light. Here, we leave all things sunstone to Masuya. You should be able to find her near the dark crystal. Do you see that large black stone behind my tent? That is the dark crystal. You'll not find them outside Giza Plains. The dark surfaces of the crystal drink the light of the sun. That's kind of neat. Don't worry, they won't bite. These cockatrice are as tame as can be. Aren't they just the fluffiest, cutest things you've ever seen? I mean, not exactly, but they're not cute. Have you come to see the Dark Crystals? Not everyone takes well to the heat of Giza Plains. Ah, so it's a sunstone you seek. You've come to the right place. They can only be made here in Giza. They're quite valuable, though, so we can't go handing them out to just anyone who happens to wander through our camp. You see, we make and sell sunstones to earn money we need to survive. Still, perhaps we can come to some arrangement. Would you like to hear my offer? The making of sunstones is a chore. We give it to children of our camp. They roam the plains, traveling from dark crystal to dark crystal, drawing the light from the crystals into shade stones. One of these children, Jin, has not yet returned. He left carrying our supply of shade stones. If you'll find Jin for me and tell him to come back to the camp, you may take one of the sunstones he's made in return. Some of the children said that he might be seen south of camp. You may just want to speak to them before leaving yourself. Please, find Jin. That is an awesome name.
Penelo?
Hey!
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same, though the answer is pretty clear. No good.
What? I'm being good.
Is that right? So, then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day. Well, let's get going.
Sure. Penelo joins the party. Alright, so first things first. Alright, so what do we want Penelo to be? Cure Protect. A red battle mage. Equally skilled with maces and magic. Knight, a monk who wield crossbows and bend time to their will. Yeah, we'll go with Archer. Alright, time to start building up Penelo's. And then Vaughn has not leveled up much, so... Can we get her a bow? Nope. Nowhere near. What if we... wolf pelts, huh? Oh, there's our bow money. And then Penelo needs a headgear. As well as some chromed leathers as well. Oh shit, no, because we don't have any arrows. Well, it's going to be a little while before she can actually be an archer, but it'll be fine ultimately. I hope. Alright, now let's go find this kid Jin. Ah, Vaughn, let me give you these before we go. There are all sorts of monsters out there, so you never can be too careful. So far, you've been traveling by yourself now, but I'm here, we can travel as a party. You can give commands to allies in your party, just like you've been doing for yourself up until now. I'll make my own decisions, but about what to do, too. But you can also give me specific commands, and I'll take care of those first, got it? Issue party commands. Oh, one more thing. If you don't want me to fight on my own, you can always turn my gambits off. With my gambits turned off, I won't do anything until you give the word. You should really think about using gambits for yourself, you know. They can make managing a battle a lot easier. Yes. Oh, so useful. Well, you ready to go? Right now, the only gambits that we need to equip. Vaughn, wasn't Jin supposed to be somewhere to the south of the village? If we work our way around, we should be able to find him. Is that under... Nope. It's not under licenses. Where is it at? There's our world map. Okay, really, where are the gambits at? Is it because I just don't have any bonus gambits yet? So that's right, we're supposed to be going south.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like we're fighting this Urstrisks, who's not so bad right now, but he certainly can be. Like, when it's raining. So we're not going to get a whole lot of combos right now, but that's fine. We just need to kill as many enemies as we can. Where are our gambits at? Managing those is actually, like, really important. For some reason, I feel like it's supposed to be under statuses. I don't know. Maybe once we get more, we can figure that out. What's over this way? A snack. Ooh, a nasty snack. A very nasty snack. Ooh, we blocked somehow. Come on. Come on, we got this. God, this would be pathetic if we lost to a wolf. Come on. Okay, good. We didn't lose to it. Alright, looks like we got the ability blind now. That's kind of neat. And a potion. Always useful. Come on, dude. Please go back to sleep. Ooh, that guy hits hard. Come on, Vaughn. Draw his attention away from Pinello. Good. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you think you're awesome, don't you? Alright, time to head further south. See if we can't find this kid. Alright, there's a little bunny. This leaves the area, which we don't want to do yet. A Chronos tier, huh? Oh, hey, look, it's some really bad guys that we don't want to fight. Yet. We don't want to fight yet. Okay. Sneaky snack anywhere? No? No sneaky snack? Good. It's radiant with a brilliant light. Or radiating with a brilliant light. Okay, there's what the new kind of mesmerized blades look like. Kind of. There are other palette swaps of them. Ooh. We almost missed this chest over here. Or rather, treasure. Because they're not exactly, you know, chests. And it's best to explore and get... As the Moogle informed us, that this area is not always this dry. So, while we're here, while we can, it's best to explore this area as much as possible while it is dry, before the rainy season comes and all the monsters get super buff. And also, you know, kick our ass. Alright, you know, let's kill some of these bunnies. Let's kill some Giza rabbits. Which are actually kind of difficult to kill. But they drop pretty good mats. Hey there, bun. Good job, Pinello. Alright, so we already went and got that. All that stuff over here. Alright, let's head over. Which should be the zone now directly south of the village. Actually, we're kind of already directly south of the village. Hey, look at that. Yeah, my name's Jin. What's it to ya? Masuya wants me to come back to the village, huh? That could be a problem. Let's see. Maybe my leg's better now. Nope, no good. Still hurts. I tripped running from some monsters. Guess I pulled something. I'm never gonna get any sunstones made like this. I just need to make one more to be finished for today. I don't want to head back short, so I thought I'd give my leg a rest and try again. Why are you here looking for me anyhow? Yeah, we'll let him know that we're here for a sunstone. You need a sunstone, huh? Well, if Mitsuya doesn't mind, I'll give you a sunstone, but I'm still not sure I can walk yet. You'll have to turn it into a sunstone, okay? Don't worry, I'll tell you how. You do know that we use dark crystals and shade stones to make sunstones, right? All right. There's your shade stone. As for the dark crystals, you'll find them all over Giza Plains. This stone right here beside me is one of the smaller ones. The big crystals have something inside that soaks up the sunlight and shines really bright. Yep. See that one over there? If you take that shade stone I just gave you and bring it near to one of those shining dark crystals, it'll absorb energy from it. There are 4 shining dark crystals in Giza right now. If you have trouble finding them, just stop and scan the horizon. There's no way to tell how much energy you can draw from one crystal without trying. You shouldn't need to use all 4, though. This gauge will show you how much energy the shade stone absorbed. When it's full, you'll have yourself a sunstone. Once you've made the sunstone, bring it to me, and I'll bring you up to snuff. I'll go ahead and mark the dark crystals on your map too. See you back when you're done. All right. Fetch quest on top of fetch quest. That is a downside. Like, one of the big negative points for this game is that, especially early on, it is very, very much an MMO. Not bad. Maybe it won't take long after all. So this is what kids in Giza Plains do to make their way. Maybe one of them will take you on as an apprentice. Yeah. Let's just find the next crystal, okay? Alright, so we're definitely going to try and complete this quest today. And then we will move on from there and see how far we get before time runs out. Alright. Oh, there's a new wolf. Ooh. Alright, so what's over here? Oh, we got another dagger. Can we equip 2 daggers for Vaughn? No, we can't dual wield. Well, then what's the point? I mean, I guess we could sell it, or if we had someone else that was playing that was forced into being a rogue. Oh, thanks, man. I don't know why you cast Protect on us, but I certainly appreciate it. Another Tuft of Phoenix. I want to say that guy's a hunter, but I don't recall for certain. Oh, there's a cart. An old busted down cart, huh? Yeah, bunny. Hold up our Shadestone! Do we have the power? No, not quite. Dang. Well, we'll need to use 3 regardless. So it seems. Ooh, 2 hits. Good job, Vaughn. You're kind of getting there. Ooh, a 3-hit combo. Heck yeah. Alright, so moving on to the next zone and getting one more of those giant Giza sunstone thingies to give us its power. I wonder if we'll have unlimited power then. Oh, damn. Now, Vaughn, if you can just keep that up, I'll be happy. Way happier than I was with you back in the day. Hey there, Slavin. Ooh, that was a big hit. What do we get? An Earthstone? Not worth it. Not worth that hit. I mean, it's not... So doing the cost analysis on damage versus like what you get out of it is really weird in this game, because you don't always get something from the fights, first off. Which isn't a bad thing. I think that's actually a good thing. But Gil is a lot harder to come by in this game until you start fighting humans. Nope, we want to fight this guy. Ow. Why you gotta be so mean, man? So when's the snake gonna jump out and totally wreck Vaughn? No? No snake? Alright, I mean, I'm down if you're not gonna do it. Alright, there it is. We have ourselves a sunstone. Now we have to go back to the kid. That's that. Nothing to it. Let's get back to Jin and see what he says. Hope we did it right. Sure, let's go. Hey, you've got a sunstone. Let's take a look. Seems okay to me. Not bad for city folk. So here's what happened. Masaya's always warning us to stay away from the werewolves, right? Well, a bunch of us decided we had a little contest to see who's the bravest. So I started out as a lark, but Tot said that none of us kids living on the plains should be scared of monsters, so I guess I got carried away. Don't let any of the grown-ups know, though, okay? Do you think we can fight the werewolves? Anyway, my leg's feeling better now. Let's head back to the village. I'll race you. Try to keep up. No, that's cool, man. Ow. Jin made it back home safe and sound. He is a good boy, but his mind wanders. He never thinks of the worry he causes. I'm sorry he was any trouble. Please take these with my thanks. Yeah. Jin gave you a sunstone, yes? I hope it may help you. Yeah, it should. Alright, so we're gonna save. And see if we can't go fight ourselves some werewolves. I kind of doubt we'll be able to, but you never know. And we almost have enough money for 4 arrows, man. 4. How awesome is that? Also, how are our license doing? 32, huh? Gain MP after taking damage. Well, that's not that useful. She's got 27, huh? We'll get accessories too. Oh, this ought to be interesting. There's a lot of enemies here. Nope. Chose the wrong one. Come on. Nice block. Alright, well, we now have enough for 4 arrows should we choose to buy them. 4 crappy arrows should we choose to buy them. Let's get a little bit more specific about that. So we're going to come over here to this save point, then we're going to go try and fight first off the horse-like creature. And if we successfully do so, we will then come back and save and go and fight the werewolves. And then that'll be it for tonight. We'll end on a interesting note. We'll put it that way. Alright, let's see if we can fight and kill this thing. Alright, so we got a storm stone out of it. Ooh, this thing hurts. But we'll kill it. Ooh, nice block. Got another storm stone. A little bit of money, but nothing serious out of it. An antidote. Alright, so now we'll come back, save, and see if we can't fight a werewolf. Actually, 2 werewolves, but we'll see if we can't fight one. It's what you would call pulling in the world of MMOs is actually really difficult in this game. Okay. Well, so first off, since our friendly enemy is not here anymore, let's go ahead and take these. Oh, Pinello. This is really... Oh, no way. Yeah. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Alright. So, we will call it there. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and wonderful night. I would like to thank you all for coming out and hanging out with me tonight. I especially want to thank Twan72 for participating in chat. Remember that we are only 6 followers away from reaching that goal of 50 and having that bonus stream and giveaway, as well as recall that if you're planning on making any game purchases and you want to support the channel, please use our affiliate link for Humble, and that will get you not only the game that you're looking for, hopefully, but also support charity, and it'll support the stream. So I will hope you guys have, like I said, a wonderful night and a great weekend. But most importantly, I hope you will join me on Monday for more Final Fantasy XII, where we will continue on with the storyline and see what happens when we enter the palace. I don't know. Have a good night, guys.